The coronavirus outbreak is ending countless lives, paralyzing entire countries, and bringing the global economy to a grinding halt. The pandemic is also having political repercussions, fundamentally transforming the world and its balance of power. In a recent article in the Wall Street Journal, former US State Secretary Henry Kissinger said, "The coronavirus pandemic will forever alter the world order." An increasing number of observers are beginning to see that the health emergency is signaling the end of the American century. Whether their prediction would translate into reality remains to be seen. But there is growing evidence that Washington is tumbling to rock bottom over its coronavirus response. Clue 1. Skirting international responsibilities. As the outbreak situation worsened in the country, the US began to point fingers at the World Health Organization, accusing it of not doing its job and eventually withholding funding from it.
Today I'm instructing my administration to halt funding of the World Health Organization while a review is conducted to assess the World Health Organization's role in severely mismanaging and covering up the spread of the coronavirus.
He has not been an objective voice to protect the health of the world.
Well, first off, they just work for China, Communist China. If they had done their job, everybody would have gotten more ready.
Like so many other organizations, they are lapdogs for the powerful, and that means their real job is sucking up to the Chinese government.
Since day one, the World Health Organization has been on the ground, leading the fight against the coronavirus. Soon after cases first emerged in China, the organization sent a team to the country for a thorough investigation. The organization has been sharing its findings and updating governments with the latest on the pandemic in real time.
We have been doing everything we can, but we will continue to do everything, day and night, like what we have been doing, to save lives. If you don't want many more body bags, then you refrain from politicizing it.
It's the Secretary General's belief that the World Health Organization must be supported, as it is absolutely critical to the world's efforts to win the war against COVID-19.
The US criticism of the organization is merely an attempt to avoid its obligations. As early as February, Trump had proposed to reduce Washington's commitment to the organization from $123 million to $58 million for the fiscal year 2021. Bashing the World Health Organization makes it more convenient for the US to stop funding the organization. Clue 2. Present-day piracy. With rising infection rates comes an urgent need for face masks. Instead of assisting its allies, the US has engaged in what many have called modern piracy. Germany said that about 200,000 protective masks destined for Berlin were mysteriously delivered to the United States. Meanwhile, France accused the US of buying up made-in-China face masks bound for French buyers. As demand for medical supplies skyrockets amid the public health emergency, Washington hijacking the masks has triggered concern in the international arena.
We need to make sure that equipment that is destined for Canada gets to and stays in Canada.
We consider this to be an act of modern piracy. This is no way to treat transatlantic partners. Even in times of global crisis, we shouldn't resort to the tactics of the Wild West. This is how the Interior Minister of Berlin State, Andreas Geisel, described Washington's move to confiscate masks. Under the America First doctrine, Washington is only looking after itself at the expense of everyone else, including its friends. The country has built its leadership in the post-World War II order based on its responsibilities towards its allies. But Trump is now actively destroying the alliance system to make America great again. Clue 3. Buying the right to life. When the virus is threatening the entirety of mankind, everyone should have equal access to means to combat it. But the US apparently believes it can buy its way out of the outbreak, then profit off of it. According to the Welt am Sonntag German newspaper, Washington has offered funds to a German biotech firm for monopoly rights to a coronavirus vaccine. The newspaper quoted an unidentified German government source as saying Trump would do anything to get a vaccine for the United States, but only for the United States, Reuters has reported. The world superpower seems to have forgotten that the pandemic is a humanitarian disaster, not a chance for profits.
Get it done. We need it. We want it fast.
Although the biotech firm later clarified they would not sell the vaccine to a single state, Washington's act prompted widespread fury. German Economy Minister Peter Altmaier responded, "Germany is not for sale." It's a shame that the US is attempting to buy the right to life at a time when tens of thousands of people are dying. Leadership means shouldering responsibilities in a global crisis. But the pandemic is increasingly looking like the Waterloo for the United States leadership.